Well, today it's a beautiful day here in the Ozarks. It's 70 degrees outside for a February 9th. That's rare and unusual, but I'll take it. Okay, today I'd like to bring up the subject of subtle energies. You know, there's a Japanese healing art referred to as Ryky. And they practice this. This is where you simply put your hands over the problem area of your body and you meditate on it. And it seems to work. I've read several articles on it, and scientifically it's been proven. This is one of those, again, the subjects that we can't fully understand. It's a universal energy that's out there, but we know little about it, yet it works. And then there's the pyramids. You know, Russia just did a 5-year study after building pyramids over some of their oil wells. And it found that the oil produced was 20% more in volume, and the oil was 20% more pure after this 5-year study. Again, a subtle energy that we know nothing about, but it works. And that's what I think ORMUS is also, a subtle energy that we don't understand, and I don't think we're going to understand it for quite some time to come yet. But it works, you know. And then we have the human aura, where with Kirlian photography it can show that the human aura is there, especially generated more in the heart and brain areas. And also, when you take ORMUS, it's projected out much more after photography, Kirlian photography photographs prove. And this leads me to the very last instructions in taking ORMUS that some people just want to throw out the door. They may believe it's not necessary. But you see, when you hold the ORMUS to your heart before taking it, you're allowing this ORMUS, this aura, the human aura, to enter, or vice versa, however it works. And this may be why the ORMUS works so well for some people, as it did with me, clearing up so many of my problems. So don't toss it out the window, just follow the instructions. And another thing, some people are reporting it does absolutely nothing for them. I had a trucker friend that tried it, and a month later I got a hold of him. He said, nope, it didn't do anything for me. But he's one of them that thought that that last instruction of holding it to your heart and letting your aura get into the ORMUS was way out in left field, and he just thought he just didn't have to do that. Well, I thought of another thing too. See, ORMUS is extremely fragile. It's your radio frequencies that kill ORMUS, and it's your electric motors, the electromagnetic force that's put out will kill ORMUS. Your cell phone will kill ORMUS. Your microwave will kill ORMUS. Well, what do truckers do all day other than drive? Breaker 19, this here is Rubber Duck. Yeah. He's on a CB radio. If he had his ORMUS exposed for just a little while, those CB radios would have killed the ORMUS. And that's another thing. Just remember, ORMUS is very fragile. It's a good idea to keep it in that Miron glass that I talked about in the last video. And I think you'll be safe that way. Now, my experiments with people is very interesting, because I experimented with all age groups, and I found that the senior citizens are the first to recognize the benefits of ORMUS. And it's the 25-year-old age group that seems to not see all the benefits. Well, that's because at 25 years old, you're in your prime. You're feeling great. You got all the energy in the world. But they do report vivid dreams, and if they would just keep taking the ORMUS, they'll see all the other benefits too. ORMUS is something that you just can't take once and think it's a magic pill and abracadabra, everything's going to happen for you. No. You have to go on a regimen of 30, 60, 90 days before you ever stop. And believe me, at the end of 30 days, you'll see the benefits. So keep it going, people. Give it a good try. Let it work for you. It needs a chance. And I found a very, very unique way to see ORMUS in nature. Very simple. You take a bucket, fill it full of either spring water or well water. You can't use city water because the chemicals in it automatically kill the ORMUS. And then put that bucket in the freezer. And about 8 hours later, you'll see maybe a ½ inch, if you're lucky, an inch of ice on the top of it, frozen ice. Take it out and just hit that 5 or 6 times. And from the underneath of that ice, you'll see a white substance slowly fall to the bottom of the bucket. Now you can do this time after time if you want to gather up more, but that is ORMUS. That's all for today, folks. Stay tuned for part 4. Peace.